Back at it again, making another video of me building, because that's all I know how to do in this sad world, and I don't know why the fuck people actually like me as a person, considering I'll just stop right here. You came for building, I'll give you some building. You know, stuff's off, and what better place to direct all the emotions that I bottle up inside by making another building and actually being productive. Because God only knows this Minecraft city will be here for so long, and I want it to count while it can. So yeah, obviously pinging's off the charts. I can't get enough of the stuff for some reason. I feel like that one guy in the corner of the room just awkwardly sitting in a chair. But besides the point, I'm taking the third tallest building, clearly because the second tallest and the tallest have already been taken by none other than yours truly through the videos. And, you know, I just want to get to this place where it counts, because stuff's egregiously late. And yeah, enough ranting. I don't know why I've stuck to my guns, but I have. It's just funny. I'm feeling glass now. Maybe quartz. A white building almost. Yeah, no. Pings are off the damn charts. Shit's crazy. I do not know why I subject myself to this. I doubt anyone that's actually there will watch this. I'm just that equivalent of the dude in the corner with the fucking story of a few years, not quite a lifetime. I'm no Forrest Gump yet, or probably never will be. Because let's be frank, I can't own a shrimp company if I wanted. But yeah, it's a building that I want and you want and we all want, so it's a building that we're gonna get because building. So, just let me contemplate my next moves. Obviously, I'm a lot more energetic because I just have to be. Stuff isn't going well down on the inside. Because I've been wondering what the fuck I've been doing. Sitting around, being lonely as fuck. But that's okay, because I laughed my ass off a few hours ago at some good memes. Think of this as like the spiritual successor to that ordeal, in a way. And I'll just let the rants come and go as they want, because it's not like I know what I'll be saying in like 2 minutes by now, or from now. I have my timer. Everything is going fine. It's just a matter of actually, you know, trying to throw something competent together. And that's really just something cohesive. And maybe the fact that this probably shouldn't be the front side, directly next to an intersection. Is it me, or just like the churches where I am, because there's a lot of churches, you know, that one religion's got to spread like crazy. It already has. This isn't like some anti-religious talk, but like the churches always have the weirdest ways to get in. Like the roads are always all sideways or something. There's like an awkward ass tiny little parking lot you have to take off of one of these sometimes. They make it so hard to access it, and I don't get why. It's like they got San Francisco or something with the windy roads, or like Winchester Mystery House. I didn't know the damn Sarah Winchester of Roads decided to just go ham and be like, you have to turn off this tiny little thing here just to go to church, and if you crash, then I guess you'll be seeing Jesus early. Like, I don't get that. Is that just the architecture being bad on my city's part, or... I'd like to know if there's some deep stuff. There's like just a whole lot of stuff wrong. No sidewalks. Roads are mad. You can't walk anywhere. It's just not an inviting place. And it feels like you need a damn car just to breathe. And that's crazy. Because you got like some place in Europe, most places in Europe, and you just got cafes and parks and stuff, and you can walk the whole time. The cities actually are friendly to people walking. Over here, pedestrians just don't exist. They're all jaywalkers, and you can forget about people in wheelchairs. Those are just not there. You know, the city, Darwin's law forbids them. It's like natural selection. You know, they obviously can't climb up, like, you can't drive a wheelchair up a ramp with a pole that's directly in the middle of it, I'd say. Just, you know they hired an absolute madman to design the roads and stuff. Like, I cite the Winchester house just because that thing already looks like a freakish fever dream. But really, just any crazy surreal artist. You know, like, yeah, that stuff's weird. Got like just the fucking MC Escher or Salvador Dali of road networks and sidewalks. If you thought going to like a single church was bad, because you probably have to turn right on some tiny thing every week and hope the cars from behind you can slow down enough. But also, you just have some of the weirdest planning. Lanes that just end to go into another. Like, I've seen roads merge. 2 lanes that go into a 1-lane road. Or, the 2 lanes are parallel, but one of them just abruptly cuts off, because I guess they were too lazy to pave the other lane all the way through. So think of it like, these are the 2 lanes, this is the road, and like one of the lanes just fucking stops. It's just grass here. That's some just ridiculous shit. Whole city feels like a fucking crackhead just went on it. And we're all sinking, and, you know, climate is a different problem, but, like, there's cities with worse fates out there, like all of Mexico City, and some say Venice got it bad, but, like, I'm not sure. They were kind of meant to just have that water around them to begin with. But yeah, I'm gonna do the little copy thing again. This might be a quicker video because I don't plan on throwing it inside entirely. It could just be a ring. But yeah, just absolute fever dream. I'm sad I have to grow into it. I'm sure a lot of other people are ecstatic because, you know, they got that pride. But I can't get myself to see that stuff. That's just no. If you'd love to acknowledge me, even though, like, I've done nothing but just silently panic on the inside for several years on end, while everyone else is living their fucking best life, then do it. Leave a comment. I bet you won't. See? Besides those people that want to see me build a building, you know, I don't have any hunches with you guys. Just the algorithm subs. I'm not even... I'll just call y'all subs. I don't mean to discriminate. Y'all are good. Clearly, like, something's hitting somewhere, and at this point I'm just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Because I'm microscopic. Minuscule niche internet micro channel. And that's sick because, like, in the blink of all the years, it's like basically yesterday when I learned what accounts were and stuff. You know, everyone else was already on the train that I didn't even know was a thing. Simply because, like, I just wasn't given that sort of chance to, hang or do shit, really. I don't know why I'm messing with the terrain, but, like, it's just a peeve of mine. I noticed some off-putting terrain, and I can't help but just smoothing it out, you know? This stuff's civilized space. I at least want it to be presentable, but yeah, the building. This, copy-paste, roof units. I'll probably ramble some more, and that's gonna be it. And while I'm at it, I will set the time to this so I can do the light test. Because I want this thing illuminated as much as any other good building. Obviously, people need to see. And it's that time again with the structure block. Though a smart thing to do is probably this. So, sorry, windows, or doors. And in fact, I will just take a second. But it's not enough to put the video in vain. to me, these are just like breaks to really think, if anything, where it all went wrong. But it doesn't have to be like that. It's just the way I see things go. You know, it's just that. And to those that definitely hear dogs, rough part of town, that's just how it is. I'm not the most fortunate human in this sad world, because obviously I'm not a certain crybaby with $100 billion in his back pocket who needs to fake being an epic gamer on Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2 in order to feel validated on his own platform. Yeah, it's one thing to think that the world is all balanced and fair as a kid, because moral lessons teach you sorry. But to actually grow and see that this shit is far from the truth, and that we're just a bunch of pawns in whatever game the higher-ups have. You know, like, there's classes, almost. You got the poor, the rich. One of us are the cattle here, and it's not clear where that is, because you can be in the middle, really. And the stuff... it's just insane. The way shit's divided, and how the system even came to be. That's a subject for whenever I can actually remember enough of these words to jot them somewhere and passively talk about them with passion. Because I can't feel much to them. This has turned less into a building video and more into like a fixing random shit video. But that's part of the building process, I'd argue. I mean, what good would it be if I didn't correct something that is definitely not going to matter in the immediate 5 minutes I see it in? And these pings will just not stop. It makes me sad. Who could oh. Stuff like this does not make me surprised. In the slightest. I do one thing and society collapses on the other end, or the small bit of society. In this case, yeah, things are just not looking good. Yuck. sorry at my utter inconsistency to actually, between staying still or not, and just... Yeah, no. Jesus Christ! Damn. Ping jump scare. Really are heathens. Funny word, because I describe a lot of friends with that. Another time. I'm not about to get into the nitty-gritty of being deeply suspicious of so many people, because that is just the opposite of me trying to feel worthy enough in the first fucking place. The building's sick. I want to give this a smaller level, if that makes sense. I think 2 or 3 more of these. Yeah, no. No matter what I say, this will never just not feel like a fucking fever dream of a life. Where the hell has everything gone wrong? There's a saying of something that goes like this, where it's like, the insane people, or rather, it's the sane one in the world of insane people that is seen as insane in and of themselves. Not that I'm saying I'm sane, because the chances are I'm far from it, you know. I've had people close to me, if you know who you are, I don't like you, but I've had people just say that I should be off in a padded cell for all they care. And it's made me nearly cry. Because I'm obviously trying to get on my legs again after being such a fucking failure last year. If you also know who you are, but these are different people, and just how much of a fucking pathetic loser I still kind of expect everyone to see myself as, in terms of just anything, really. I thought I was the absolute social butterfly back then, but look at me now. I am but a moth to a fucking flame of Minecraft and self-doubt. Hasn't that just brought me so far? But enough of the envy. I'm already glowing green enough as is, and just burning inside with so much. But I just don't feel like... I don't want to put that on the table much at all. Because that's just not what I was given. Was I ever given a chance? No. Always just thrown off, just thrown out the window, into the fire, however you want to put it. And here I am throwing a city together like I'm damn Frankenstein, which I must say, Frankenstein's actually the name of the doctor and not the monster. And it kind of is Frankenstein in a way, considering that a few of the buildings were made by other people besides me, and cities are like that, so I kind of think it throws that together. The whole hodgepodgey vibe. It makes me feel like I have friends. Isn't that insane? But yeah, it's like different ideas and they crash and you get something with little inconsistencies that actually manages to work. And that's just fun. There's lots of stuff that I've somehow just managed to selectively forget, and I don't know why. But it's not even selectively, some stuff just doesn't land in my head well enough. Sure, I can remember lyrics, but like, tell me to use the strategies of all the acronyms I've been told, and fuck me. Because I remember acronyms more than what they stand for themselves, like fucking Sakatoa in math. Like, don't get me started. I know the acronym, clearly. But try to force me to use it or employ just any acronym. It doesn't have to be that one, but that's the one I'm using as my example because it's true. Try to get me to use something else, and ooh boy, this will not look good on any damn resume, these videos. Someone's gonna look at me and go, what the hell? And it doesn't even have to be an employer, it can just be someone who knows me in the next couple days. Just because they saw this and they know it's me, the dude standing around wanting quiet and just blossoming into these platforms in the most just crude and... But I mean, I just feel like that's a consequence of the cards I've been dealt again. What am I supposed to do if you don't like me, oh mighty experts? There's the classic, you know, stop being sad, don't panic. Not to be confused with Douglas Adams references, but to tell someone like that to just take it slow out of nowhere, it's just like throwing fuel into the wildfire that's burning through LA even still. You're not helping. You're just going to exacerbate it because I'm not going to calm down out of spite. Okay? If you go out of your way to piss me off, then I'll go damn out of mine to ensure some form of... What's the word? Payback? No. Just... you know... retaliation. Because I'm not about to take this shit sitting down after so many years. As much as I want to be a softie and to be chill and just vibe, that's something I would love at any point. That just can't happen with how just on guard I have to feel about fucking everything running through my head. my damn freight train of thought with, 200 different cars. And it's just ridiculous if you want something out of me, it's gotta be the most niche case imaginable. If I were to equate everyone to like a blade, I would be the really sharp blade used for a single niche purpose and nothing else. Like maybe cut one thing or stab one species. But think the opposite of a jack of all trades, and that's me. I'd rather show up with 2 fleshed out things than 20 half-made things and ideas that keep competing for each other. That's my kind of just deal. And if I can't fit into your life or anyone's because I'm just not in those niche cases, then I'm fucking sorry. I'll back off just, right now if I'm not even gonna serve any form of purpose, really, for the lack of a better word. I know little, yes, but I know it well. And I don't feel like having to conform to anyone, and I haven't. But equally, I also just don't expect anyone to conform to me to begin with, because I don't like coming across as the bossy one. I will, but it doesn't mean that I'll like it. Shouting out and being a dickhead is not at the top of my lists. I'd rather much not be in the limelight, as some fucking star nerds would like to say. But fuck that shit. I don't need months to tell me who to just avoid or be with. I'll just avoid everyone. Dickheads thinking I can just be an extrovert. And this goes for just not even that, but I guess society. The whole, okay class, speak with the dude next to you thing is definitely one instance. Because, fuck you. There's no way in hell I'm going to manage that. Because there just isn't. That's not the shit that I want to find myself doing. Rather just huddle in my sleeves and cry while I build buildings until I can't anymore. While listening to like some banger ass music the whole time. But that's not what I'm trying to get at. Is like, I'm just inherently fucking quiet. It doesn't even have to be in like the loud action-packed hallways with the very fast cadence. I'm almost never going to just say shit. And spilling my guts out like I did that one time Really just a dick move on my part, really. You know. Am I obligated to see people I haven't seen as strangers or not? Because obviously they knew me at some point. It's a weird gray line. Again, if you know who you are, even though I know you're never gonna see this. But, you know, just another little bullshit rant in my happy world with happy big buildings. Not that I expect anyone to actually... Well, my subs are real ones. They just are. They're good. Because, like, to sit through these, I'd imagine takes a lot of skill. Just because I feel like this is the kind of stuff you'd hear out the padded walls, which, again, certain people don't want me walking. And it makes me grossed out. But I still walk anyways. I just want to prove somewhere what little use I can have. Even though there's a very good chance that the stuff I like is just not what anyone else is into. And I'm fine with that, because I can just retreat back into the hole of online friends and, you know, actually find a niche there. That's the beauty of the internet. There's just a niche for everything. And sadly that often backfires communities and them all being toxic as hell. A lot of reasons I never got into shit like Roblox or Undertale or Sonic. A lot of that stuff just has some of the grossest people. So gross that me, someone who can't possibly fathom being interested, is grossed out because they're that bad it's a stereotype. And from what I know, on the contrary, because you have lots of games and media that's all gory and for adults, those fandoms are chill as fuck because it's all adults there. You know what I mean? It's counterintuitive. But that really is just how it plays out. Not that I know much gore games, but to know that people are just nice elsewhere, that isn't the things that I should have been interested in as a kid, but I never got myself to be. Even in the smallest ways, I find, even in the just smallest little realms, I find ways to isolate myself. That's not even a blessing, that's just a blurse. Or an outright curse. But I think these candles will look pretty sick on the antenna. And I may be able to end this soon. It's been a good rant. That's for sure. Knowing that the time's getting funny, but that looks... It looks alright. I'd say passable. If the design of like this or the building changes slightly in the next few videos, you'll know that I just wasn't happy with it in some regards, but I think it's chill right now. I wouldn't be surprised if a cave sound plays right here. I've been hearing those bitch-ass cave sounds in my videos recently, and I hate them. So I'm not gonna turn them off because I like to just hate them. But yeah, if I hear angels sing or a train chugging or cave5.og, God forbid. You know, this has been sick. Places slowly come together. Y'all are real ones, subs. Like, give me that engagement, tell me a comment. You know, just give me that little bit of humanity, and I'll see you whenever. I don't have the most consistent. It's experimental. Shit's sick. See ya.